What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for coming. Yes, it is an early stream, and I'm feeling zesty. I feel like I want to be early. I feel like I want to be ahead of the game. I feel like I want to be the early bird that gets the worm. So welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. If you are here, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the stream out with friends, because the more we interact with the stream, the more you guys comment in the chat, the more you hit that like button, the more you hit that share button and share it to other social medias, the more YouTube feels the need to let other people know about us. So let's do that. Hope you guys are doing well. I want to thank our lovely sponsor, Market Cipher. Make sure you guys check out Market Cipher, link in the live chat and in the description. Use code missteencrypto or code Zesty. I almost combined those two. missteencrypto or Zesty for 20% off. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. As you guys know, we have a goal of 100 like and 100 live viewers. So let's make sure we get after it. We are starting to see those numbers tick up. So let's continue to, again, share the stream out and interact. We got Antonio in the chat saying in all capital letters, be your own bank as you should. That's what we are here for. That is what we have in the poll as well. So make sure you guys enter that poll. Alexandra G is here always with the nice vibes here. Automatic Beats is here as well. Big Dog. Commander Crunk. It's like, oh, okay. Randy, what's up? Bulldog. Taco Berry is here. Faye, we love Taco Berry. Yo, Taco Berry, hope you're enjoying life right now. We got Retro Mike Tex and GM Hipper fam. Good morning to you. I feel like Retro Mike is becoming part of the fam. You know what I mean? We're all in the Zesty fam, but I feel like he wants to be a part of the Hipper fam. You know what I mean? We got Ben Farr. Nice to see you. We got, who else? Emma's in the chat. Oval Boar is here. All right. Who else? Ooh, Armani.
Let's get this morning started right.
Yay! The first super chat of the stream. I gotta upper that. I almost didn't hear that. Armani. Yar for Armani in the chat. We love Armani. Thank you so much. Hi, Fweddy on TikTok. Reef Juice, nice to see you. I know Rizzer is over there on TikTok. I said hi to him before. We were having a little bit of a conversation over there. We got John Foster. Hope you're doing well with your little Emma. We got MK out here. Who else? We got Web3 Fits. You said you need a cookie. We all need a cookie. Matthew K, it's nice to see you as well. Bulldog, we always are waiting for the weekend out here. Peter V, which option did I miss? I can store my commodity wherever I want. Okay, I will think about that. Taco Berry saying, how was that mac and cheese? Oh my gosh, I love that you care, Taco Berry. I love that you care. Hi, Rokoshi. So guys, I'm going to take a second and do a little story time. Yesterday, I made homemade mac and cheese for the first time. And you're going to be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's just mac and cheese. But mac and cheese is an art, okay? Can't be too cheesy. Can't be too pasta-y. It's got to be right. And especially if you're doing breadcrumbs on the top, which I feel like if you put breadcrumbs on top of a mac and cheese, it makes it feel a little more legit, you know? So that's what we did. I feel so accomplished. I messed up. I will say, Taco Berry, I'm going to take my L's where they're due. I did mess up, because originally when I was making like the little cheese sauce and stuff, I just was pouring the milk and stuff, but I wasn't gradually adding the milk. So the cheese sauce didn't come out right the first time. But then I ditched that and then we made it over. Oof, slapped. Only thing next time that I'm going to change is just add some more salt. But other than that, it was fire. And you know what? It was good fresh, had that nice crunch. If you guys check out my Instagram story, you'll hear that. So it was very nice. It was very awesome. Go check out my Instagram story for that. I made awesome mac and cheese, dude. And then afterwards, right? Even when it's cooled off, it tasted better cold. It was amazing. I'm so happy. So thank you for asking about that. And I just went on a little tangent, but listen, I like food. I like to cook. Taco Berry knows that personally, how much I love food. We had deep discussions about that. So yeah, thanks for asking. Bacon, eggs, and a hash. Good morning to you. Ooh, hash. I want a hash brown right now. That sounds absolutely awesome. We got Zippy in the chat. Nice to see ya. Taco Berry said cold. Yeah, because listen, I made the mac and cheese. I ate it, obviously hot, beautiful. And then an hour later, I went back and had some more. It was so good. It was good. Jaguar Cloud, nice to see you with the croissant emoji. I would love a croissant. Try the breadcrumbs on top. I did. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Go check my Instagram story and listen to the crunch. It was there. Oh, you guys want bacon in the mac and cheese? Listen, I understand the bacon mac and cheese, but sometimes, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. That one I'm going to have to think about. David Brumblebee, it's nice to see you as well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. If I missed you, then make sure you say hello. I think I got everybody. It's nice to see everyone. Make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. I am experimenting, my friends. I am experimenting with times for the Daily Zest. So I'm going to nail down an exact time soon, but I just want to experiment, see how the mornings go, the afternoons. We're going to figure it out, my friends. We're doing a little bit of experimenting with the Daily Zest time. What's up, Joe Harvey, BBB? And Raul is here. Raul Fibonacci. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Let's get into the charts. We love the charts, don't we? That's why we're here. We're addicted to checking Bitcoin price every 5 minutes. Let's jump right in. We got Bitcoin today, can you guys see that? Yes, that's better. $26,405 Bitcoin. We are currently in the green, just oh so slightly, up 0.22%. According to Market Cipher, though, we do have some red money flow. Friends, why? Why is there red money flow? I just don't get it. But you know what? I do get it a little bit because the momentum's been a little slow for Bitcoin. Look at the past few days, how we've just been going kind of back and forth between gains and losses, just kind of like, we took this loss here on Monday, then on Tuesday. We ate that up. Then yesterday, we kind of just gave back our gains again. So now we're starting off today in the green. Hopefully, we can retrace, make up for yesterday's losses, and close the day above 27,000 at least, or at least above the bottom of our range, of 27,139. If we could close above that, that would make me feel extra comfy in my hearts. Now, we don't see the crazy amount of volume that we would like to see. Again, we've been sideways trading here for so long. Again, these lows that we saw yesterday, 2 days ago, Monday and Tuesday, are lows that we really didn't see since March 17th. So hopefully, again, we close the day above 27K. We stay in the green. If you guys think we're going to have a green day, put a G. If you think we're going to have a red day, put an R in the chat. Do let me know. Even if you look at the 4-hour, it's still so boring. But again, it kind of had like that U shape that has been kind of common with Bitcoin, and like the larger time frames. I've kind of been seeing that shape a little bit. It kind of reminds me of like the weekly during nap time for Bitcoin. Hold on. Was it the weekly that looked like that? So this is the 4-hour. But I feel like I saw this shape somewhere. That's the daily. No, wrong one. And then the weekly. Yeah, it almost has that shape. Not completely, but it almost has that shape of when on the weekly chart between like November, January. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let me know if I am imagining things. Vortype Crow, thank you for the money gun. I appreciate it on TikTok. You're showering me with that fiat. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to continue. We're going to talk about Ethereum now. But yeah, Bitcoin's not doing too much. I wish there was more I could say. I would love to see midway to our range, 27,800. I just think Bitcoin has some sort of move happening soon. And it's just been so stagnant. But again, there's really not much I can give you. There's not much I could tell you about because a lot of it has just been the freaking same. But that is what happens with this market. It tests your patience. Make sure you guys, again, keep calm, hodl on. Do not worry about the short term because you worry about the long term. When in doubt, zoom out on those yearly charts. And make sure you guys are smashing these likes. Come on, friends. We got Ethereum as well. Ethereum is up 0.67% at $1,844 today. Let's take a gander at Market Cipher. Market Cipher, it looks better for Ethereum than Bitcoin. Momentum shifting, kind of making moves with momentum. We have green money flow here with Ethereum, continuing that. VWAP is kind of just like steady over here. I don't know. It looks a little choppy. I just want to see it moon through the zero line and give us that momentum, give us some zest. But yeah, again, not much has been changing with Ethereum. But I am happy to see the green money flow at least. We do have this little range that we've kind of been stuck in between for Ethereum. We've been stuck between $1,820 basically and $1,911. Again, we almost reached that level again yesterday, but we just didn't quite make it. It's a level that we just tested a bunch of times. We failed, and then we retested, and then we failed a few more times. My friends, I don't know what's happening here with Ethereum. It just looks like we're, again, just accumulating. It looks like just some crazy consolidation where, again, we're waiting to make a move here. Whenever crypto sits like this for that long, there's a move incoming. There's a move. I can't give you financial advice. I can't tell you to buy, sell, do whatever. This is all up to you. But guys, this is crazy, this sideways trading. It's only a matter of time before a move gets made. And then the FOMO kicks in, and then people are like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Did I miss out? And that's what people are going to struggle with soon. Poor Type Crow, thank you for the 9 roses. I think we should share some of these roses with Ethereum and Bitcoin and make them just blossom. Make them blossom. Again, not too much is happening with Ethereum. I wish I could tell you guys otherwise. I'm just waiting for some zest, and I really do feel like that's coming soon. I know that there's bound to be a move at one point or another. We got Litecoin, though. Litecoin is still zesting its little heart away under 60 days until the Litecoin halving. So we do see some green money flow coming into Litecoin, and it's been like that for quite a while. Thank you, Board Type Crow, for the rose bear. That's beautiful. We do have some green money flow here. The VWAP is kind of like Ethereum right now, just kind of like sitting under the 0 line. I would like to see that change. I would like to see it just slide right above that 0 line confidently. That's how you know. Now, we do have Litecoin. It seems that it did make another higher low right here in the short term. However, it does seem like these past 2 days we're kind of trending downwards, and that scares me a little bit, amigos. It scares me. I do not want Litecoin to go under kind of where it is right now, $87.74. I don't want it to go under that. I don't want it to literally break this kind of train that we've had of consistently making higher lows here with Litecoin. I want it to stay above this level and head back to $90 Litecoin. At least $91 Litecoin or $95 Litecoin is where I want Litecoin to sit right now. Right now! It's so scary watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, Litecoin, what is it doing on the charts? Is it gonna break our pattern of consistent higher lows literally since last year? Oh my gosh, I keep drawing, sorry. Literally since last year, we've been seeing these higher lows being made for Litecoin. Literally last June, we saw $40 Litecoin. Now it's $87 Litecoin approaching the halving. Sheesh. That's all I gotta say is sheesh. It's absolutely wild what's going on right now. I'm so excited for Litecoin. And again, I think this volume might change soon because of the halving. People are gonna wanna look into Litecoin as well. People use LTC as an off-ramp, on and off-ramp, so it's just a reflection of current market activity. Bacon, eggs, and hash, wise things, because it's true. A lot of people are using Litecoin to transfer money, and it's liquid. People don't really want to wait for Bitcoin if you're transferring millions of dollars to an exchange, whatever. Yes, Bitcoin may be liquid, of course, but it's so low. Litecoin, it's so cheap, fast, and it's one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin. Literally, wherever Bitcoin is listed, so is Litecoin. And Litecoin is in the red, 1.14%. So, and the rest of the market's in the green, which I don't know. Can the rest of the market potentially follow Litecoin? Because think about it. Bitcoin's only up, again, like if you guys take a gander at the prices over here. Can I even zoom in over here? Yeah. Because if you see, Bitcoin's only up 0.14%. So it's really not that far into the green. And then you have Litecoin that's like down in the red. So I don't know. I mean, I'm eager to see if maybe things go red or maybe Litecoin goes green following this. Because sometimes, again, like the market kind of follows Litecoin once in a while. But it's just something I'm going to watch out for. Doge is up to 0.95%, which I do like to see. I'm just waiting for Doge to get back up to 7 cents. That's where my heart loves. 7-8 cent Dogecoin. Dogecoin, Litecoin, merged mine. They're like brothers. They're like I don't even know. I think they're kind of like brothers or like cousins or some sort. Because again, they're merged mine. So would that make them brothers? I don't know. You guys give me an opinion on that. How if you put Litecoin and Doge as like in a family setting, how do you think? Like, I think obviously there's some sort of relation here. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking the family tree. We got the Brothers T out here. Welcome. We got Lazarus, War Player. Welcome to the stream. If you guys are members, make sure you guys put those member emojis in the chat and show some love out here. We got Peter V saying both are BTC forks. I mean, yeah, but like, what? How does the family tree go? Like, so Bitcoin would maybe be the dad, and then would Litecoin be like the brother, or would it be like the son of Bitcoin? And then how would Doge tie into that too? What's the family tree? K9MM, what's the family tree? I don't know. I think this is what we really have to figure out. I think this is the important thing that we really have to figure out. Alvio said, Mimble Wimble, dude. Yeah, Mimble Wimble is going to save lives. 030, welcome to the stream. Who else did do? Oh, Alvio said he's got some Litecoin. Good for you, dude. Good for you. We got Memory Man in the chat as well. Okay, cool. We got some cool individuals out here. Chad is here. He said, MTC and everyone at work wanted to drop a like. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your love. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, sharing the stream out with friends. We have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Make sure to enter that poll as well. We have 62 votes in the poll, but only 45 likes. It kind of like hurts my heart a little bit. User said, what's the potential of Litecoin? So if you're looking at Litecoin, right, I'm not telling you to buy, sell. I'm not giving you financial advice. What I'm telling you is just what's going on the charts, the price action. Litecoin is the longest running blockchain with 0% downtime. It's the longest running blockchain. Again, never went down. It's fast, cheap, easy to use. Everywhere where Bitcoin is listed, Litecoin is listed. It's listed on a bunch of these payment processors as well if you want to spend your Litecoin. And there's also OmniLite where you could build upon Litecoin. Then there's MWeb, which gives you fungibility and privacy. It's like the true essence of cash, right? So if I had a dollar bill and I was sending it from me to you, or just handing it from me to you if we were in person, the only people who know how much we're transacting and who's transacting is just you and I. The same thing carries over to if you use Mimble Wimble for Litecoin, where if I send you with an MWeb address to your MWeb address, like one Litecoin, for example, the only people who know who's sending it and how much is being sent is just you and I. So I think that's really important. And I think that's going to help a lot of people in places where just spending money is censored, even in places like Canada and all these places that are just shutting down your bank accounts for them thinking you're associated with something with no proof given. Oh, we're just going to shut down your bank account. Now you can't spend anything, and whoever you spend with could get in trouble too, right? So that's a big thing, and I think that's why we need something like MWeb that I think is, again, going to save lives. We need some middle ground of the transparency that Bitcoin and Litecoin both give, but we also need that fungibility and privacy to truly be sound money, and that's what MWeb gives. So there you go. And I hope that answers your question. And if it does, then let me know. The Litecoin halving time, typically, this is the time for Litecoin to shine, but the market has been weird. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is definitely a weird time for everything. And that's why I think a lot of the things that people expect to happen just don't after a while. Now, this is what I've seen throughout a few cycles here in crypto, where a lot of people are expecting one thing, then it goes the other way. For example, we're in the last bull market. Everyone's like, oh, sheesh, let's get after it. It's 50K Bitcoin. We're going to 100, laser eyes everywhere. And then all of a sudden we hit 69K. We take a dip, and then we slide into 20K. Then when we were at 15, people were screaming 10K Bitcoin, 8K Bitcoin, maybe below 8K Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin went up 70% and is sitting where we are now, around 26, 27K. So at the end of the day, you can't really plan and you can't really, I guess, listen to the mass opinion, because you just have to have your bullish and your bearish case scenario for yourself. And at the end of the day, Bitcoin does what it wants when it wants. So a lot of people saying Bitcoin's going to go one way. You got to be prepared for both, because Bitcoin typically surprises everybody, and that's what it's done forever. Now, a lot of people are anticipating this 4-year cycle to hold up, where, exactly when we approach a few months before the Bitcoin halving is, Bitcoin's going to move, then past the halving is going to move even farther. But what if it happens sooner than that? You know? So you have to be prepared for both of that. You have to be prepared for both scenarios. A lot of people say one thing, it could happen the other way. Tom Crown, thank you for your love. Javier, thank you for your love. Bitcoin, China mining ban killed the momentum. Listen, China banning Bitcoin doesn't have really any effect, I don't think, really on the ecosystem anymore. It's like now the new thing is the SEC cracking down on crypto companies, right? So listen, we know that Gary Gensler, a bunch of these people, they like crypto. They're just holding it back right now, and I don't know why. Now, this is going to bring us to the new news. I gotta hydrate. If you guys are here, make sure you smash these likes and share those member emojis if you are ready for the news while we hydrate. Grab a cup of coffee, grab some water, take a sip, get ready for the news. Oh my gosh, nothing is better than a cold bottle of water, guys. Like literally nothing is better. Okay. Here we go. Dave P. So I got time to drink. I'm ready for the news. All right. The news incoming. All right. All seriousness now. We're going to get into it. Gary Gensler cracking down on crypto exchanges, the biggest crypto exchanges at the same time. Binance, Coinbase, again, the biggest exchanges being cracked down on. A little different for both. Now with Binance, they're coming more after CZ personally. They're saying they were doing and selling unregistered securities, being a broker for unregistered securities, a custodian, so on and so forth. Listing a bunch of coins as securities in both cases. Whereas with Coinbase, the case wasn't against Brian Armstrong, the CEO himself. It was more about their staking services. So today we're going to break down both what's happening with the Binance end of things and with Coinbase because there is some news on both fronts. First, we could go and talk about Coinbase. I want to talk about Coinbase first. I do have the interview of Brian Armstrong on CNBC yesterday. I have most of it because I'm not like a CNBC Pro member, so I'm not that cool. But I do have the good parts of the interview. And I know yesterday I was on right when it happened. I gave you the new news. But for people that, again, want to know what's going on, here you go.
Agency alleging Coinbase was operating as an unregistered exchange and broker. Yes.
My friends, please let me know if the audio is okay, everything like that.
The SEC suing crypto exchange Coinbase in New York federal court. The agency alleging Coinbase was operating as an unregistered exchange and broker. Joining us right now, first on CNBC, is Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong. Good morning to you. We've been debating this at the table for really the last 3 hours, frankly, already. But we're glad to have you at the table to join in on this discussion. Help us understand from your perspective, when you first saw this lawsuit, what your reaction was, and to the extent that you have a defense, and I know you've taken to Twitter, but now you can take to the airwaves, what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were disappointed to see this complaint from the SEC because I feel like we've had a long history of being very transparent with them and really every regulator around the world that we've worked with. So even going back to 2021, when we became a public company, before becoming a public company, you have to disclose everything about your business in depth. There was many back and forth revisions of our S1. And frankly, they had all the knowledge then, and they allowed us to become a public company. And then we're going through time, and Chair Gensler has statements to Congress saying that he doesn't feel he has the authority to regulate this industry. And we're seeing conflicting statements from the CFTC and the SEC chair. And we even filed a formal petition with the SEC asking them for clarity about a number of points in the law, which they never responded to. And then this Wells notice and a complaint arrives. And so this isn't good for America. It's not good for the industry, obviously. And we now need to go get clarity from the courts.
I want to show you. Chair Gensler was on CNBC yesterday. I want to show you a clip and get you to react, if I could. Take a look at this.
In the Coinbase complaint, we note that they have, through the Coinbase wallet, you can trade 16,000 different tokens. And there's a lot of debate as to the use cases and whether there's any there. Look, we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. It's
Sorry.
Called the euro, it's called the yen. They're all digital right now. We already have digital investments. And you have entrepreneurs representing digital investments on this program all day long. And it's whether it's the big tech companies, the automobile companies, you name it. It's all digital right now, the investing world. So what is the real underlying value of these tokens? And that's why you need full, fair, and truthful disclosures.
I like how he spoke about what is the true value of these tokens. Sorry to interrupt that, but he's talking about the true value of tokens. Why are you questioning the true value of a cryptocurrency, which with Bitcoin specifically has underlying tech that gives its value, 21 million Bitcoin to ever exist, an inflation schedule like a halving that's every 4 years, when the dollar has nothing backing it and they just print however many they want? But again, they're the government, so I guess they're allowed to do that, right? I don't know.
Do you think this is about disclosures, or do you think this is about the underlying currencies that are on your exchange?
It's tough to know exactly what he means by that. I mean, our self-custodial wallet is not trading crypto, the ones that he mentioned, some huge number. That's happening in DeFi. That's not something that we actually operate the trading out. Our centralized exchange is really trading a much smaller number of assets. We reviewed, over 1,000 assets in crypto. We rejected 90% of them because we felt they weren't appropriate for our exchange, and about 200 of them are listed on our centralized product. And I don't know, to his point about, what's the there,
right.
People are using crypto for all kinds of things. They're not just trading, and they're doing payments with it. Ukraine raised $200 million, and presidential candidates are taking it. And it's a new technology that can be used to update all kinds of financial services, and we don't need the government picking and choosing our technology winners. Let's let the market decide that.
Let's let the market decide. That might have been the best line that Brian dropped. Go off.
You spoke just earlier about the IPO and the IPO process and the back and forth that you had with the SEC. I think implicit within what you were saying was that they approved us as a business. And yet the prospectus itself, as you know, also says very clearly that effectively the SEC has not opined on the underlying business itself. And in fact, that the company can't actually legally say publicly that the SEC has. Do you agree with that?
Well, they allowed us to become a public company understanding the S1, right? And so I feel like that's our moment to be totally transparent with them, show them everything about our business and how it operates. And so it's not great to have a regulator sort of come back later and say, actually, we changed our mind. Well, this is already
Brian, they didn't
company.
change their mind. We had John Stark, the former SEC Office of Internet Enforcement Chief for 11 years. He was on earlier. He said it's very specific that in the IPO, the SEC does not approve these things. And it says very specifically they could come back and say that there is additional regulation that's required, or additional disclosures, or additional filings. And I think what they're very specific about is you call yourself an exchange, you call yourself a broker-dealer when it comes to Prime. Those are things that you need to register for if you're going to be, either an exchange or a broker-dealer, just like the NASDAQ or the NYSE would have to.
Well, so a couple points. One is that if you're trading commodities, that doesn't necessarily apply, right? We have actually gone out there and acquired a broker-dealer license because we wanted the ability to trade crypto securities. There's actually, I think there could be a big, robust market of crypto securities trading in the U.S., even though we don't list any securities today. And by the way, I think you're right. The regulator does have the right to come.
Do note how he said they don't list securities today. So this comes back to their SEC lawsuit, because again, the SEC is saying that they were selling unregistered securities, came after them for staking. So Brian Armstrong is saying that we don't have any securities, and that they actually applied to be a broker-dealer because they wanted to be able to have that ability anyway. So this is a really interesting thing where, again, the SEC is saying he's selling unregistered securities, brokering all of this, yet he's saying they're all commodities. So this is very interesting. This is the little things you have to pick apart here, my friends.
Edit their thinking at times and come back and say, here's a new set of rules, and great, we'd be happy to follow those. The issue in this case is that we're getting conflicting statements from the CFTC head and the SEC head. And then the statements from the SEC are so, such an outlier. They're saying everything other than Bitcoin is a security. Well, that's not our interpretation of the law. That's not what the law says. And that's not what the position of every other country around the world, their financial regulators, is taking. And so I don't think we really had a choice, honestly. We had to go to court to really see if otherwise this industry is just not going to exist in the United States if we took that position.
Warning there could be additional regulation is one thing, but bringing enforcement action on something you knew full well at the time was occurring, that I don't see how all of a sudden you make that leap. That just seems arbitrary and capricious and vindictive. Almost.
That is a regulation by enforcement.
Oh, that was really zesty. Can we go back for a
Warning
second?
there could be additional regulation is one thing, but bringing enforcement action on something you knew full well at the time was occurring, that I don't see how all of a sudden you make that leap. That just seems arbitrary and capricious and vindictive.
Dude, Joe Kiernan gets it. What exactly? This is regulation by enforcement. Gary Gensler and the SEC knew full well exactly what Coinbase was doing when they applied for the IPO. And then to come back years later and say, no, you're doing something wrong. Holy sheesh, holy sheesh. Smash these likes now.
Almost.
That is a regulation by enforcement approach. And, we met with the SEC 30 times in the last year. They never gave us a single piece of feedback about what we could be doing better. We just got silence. And when we asked them, how would you like us to register? We have this dormant broker-dealer license. Could we activate that? We really got silence. And so it's not appropriate for the regulator to come back and do an enforcement action if we don't have a clear rule book and clear guidance.
Oh, that was good. That was super spicy. Super spicy. So there you have it. There you have it. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase saying, how can we even operate or follow the rules if we can't even get an answer? They just got silenced. Silenced. After this interview, Brian Armstrong said that he's not shutting down his staking services. Now, again, recap. SEC coming after Coinbase. Brian Armstrong saying that they are coming and being an unlicensed broker-dealer for unregistered securities, listing a bunch of securities. Brian Armstrong then goes on CNBC and says, we have a dormant broker license so that they could sell and deal these unregistered or these crypto securities. They're not even allowed to use it. They met with the SEC, tried to get answers, and all they got was silence. In addition, he said, how could we follow the rules if there are no rules, and that they can't even figure anything out? They tried to get even guidance from the SEC, and they couldn't get that. So there's a lot of things that are going on here, especially because Gary Gensler is claiming that there are already digital currencies like the dollar, the yen, and the euro, which are crazy comparisons, the yen of all things. We already know the digital money that we have now is controlled. We have no control over the money that we have now. Being that everything is going on, Brian Armstrong is still staying strong in his convictions. Even on the CNBC interview, said he's not selling unregistered securities and that everything on Coinbase is a commodity. Again, this is the opposite of what the SEC is saying. So, Brian Armstrong said he's not shutting down his staking service. He said, quote, we're not going to wind down our staking services. Again, as these court cases play out, it's really business as usual. He noted that the exchange staking service amounts for only 3% of the overall net revenue. His comments came after the Tuesday lawsuit with Coinbase with a swath of violations, including allegations that they sold unregistered securities. A 10-state coalition led by Alabama Securities Commission also took aim at the exchange, slapping Coinbase with allegations about the company's staking programs. Again, on the same day that the SEC sued Coinbase, so did 10 other states. Now, Brian Armstrong insisted that Coinbase is not going to be at risk like a bank run with a rush of withdrawals, because he said all funds are backed one-to-one and you don't have to take our word for it. Brian Armstrong is staying strong with Coinbase. If you guys are a fan of Coinbase, if you guys aren't a fan of Coinbase, then drop that down below in the comments. Now, there is another NFT. If you guys aren't aware, you guys could go check it out on Coinbase's app or website, whatever you use. You can mint an NFT through Coinbase. Stand Strong NFT, I believe the name is. And it's basically just a symbol of just staying strong and not dealing with all of the FUD that's happening. I believe I even got a notification for it yesterday from Coinbase. I have to see. Yes, they said mint the latest Stands with Crypto NFT. So that's what it's called, the Stand with Crypto NFT. And you guys can mint that on Coinbase to be a part of their movement. Retro Mike said Coinbase and Ledger is all I need. You know what, Mike? Have fun. Have fun. Giuseppe, Binance is going to settle the lawsuit with Pepe Coin. that would be so funny, dude. Flatsmack, keyword unregistered. Listen, you can't even register. There is no clarity, friends. Michael Knight, Congress will need to establish regulation. That's the American way, but they don't want to establish anything. It's like pulling teeth. It's pulling teeth. K9MM said, holy sheesh, and that's indeed correct. Hi, Dynastic. Daniel Hernandez. He said, I'm happy that our young people can see right through this garbage. Thank you. I appreciate your love. I really do. Crypto Outcast, what's up? Sophie Ann is here, said peace and love. We always are after peace and love here. Did I miss anyone? I hope I did not. I feel like I missed one person. Ivan. Ivan. I missed Ivan. Hello, Ivan. Nice to see ya. If you guys are members, make sure to drop those member emojis out here. You can't be playing games. Can't be playing games. So that's all we got for Coinbase today. Now, this is where it gets so spicy. And I get so excited. Because it's just the irony in things, you know? The full irony. Gary Gensler, we could watch this clip first of 2018 Gary Gensler. He's talking at his graduate MIT course. This was fall 2018. He was teaching a class, and he's a fan of crypto. He loves cryptocurrency. And he said that 3/4 of the market are not ICOs and not securities, and they are kind of like what they are, commodities, cash crypto. Take a look.
Jurisdictions that 3/4 of the market. So we already know in the U.S. and in many other jurisdictions that 3/4 of the market are not ICOs or not what would be called securities. Even in the U.S., Canada, and Taiwan, the 3 jurisdictions that follow something similar to the Howey test that we've talked about, 3/4 of the market is non-securities. It's just a commodity, a cash crypto. So you'll hear debates about initial coin offerings and what's a security and what's not a security. Relevant and important debate. But for 3/4 of the market, it's not particularly relevant as a legal matter, as a regulatory matter. Brodish. So,
whoa, thanks, Gary. Thank you for confirming that for us. What a legend. What a legend. RustyBot, that was 2018. Flatsmack's like, I want to hear from his MIT students how they feel about their former teacher attacking their industry. I would love to know how they feel. Absolutely. Absolutely. This follows up to today, friends. Follows up to today. Binance has been under siege since FTX went down. And they tried to make it seem like it was Binance's fault. It was CZ Binance's fault that he called out FTT and then FTX collapsed. That was happening way before. FTX was inevitably fraud. It was inevitably going to disappear eventually. It was just the way it went down with everyone exposing FTX at the same time, not just CZ. CZ has been getting the brunt of the FUD end. Constantly getting called out. He constantly has to respond on Twitter saying he's probably one of the most powerful men in the world at this point, considering that he doesn't need the U.S. And that differs a little bit from Coinbase, who is based here. Whereas, again, Binance is not based in the U.S. They just have a U.S. subsidiary, Binance U.S., so that way they can comply with Binance rules. Now, Binance U.S. is under siege, and the SEC said they wanted to possibly freeze Binance U.S.'s assets. This is all coming after Binance themselves and CZ. So it's both. Unlike Coinbase, where it was more after their staking, it was more after their unregistered securities, rather than Binance, where it's more about CZ and the securities end of things. CZ Binance, he constantly has to reassure everyone, and he doesn't even get the news first. The media does. A part of these proceedings, CZ Binance was actually summoned to court. Check it out. Binance's CZ summoned at Malta address and says he won't need to appear in person. He said he won't have to appear in person. On Monday, the SEC sued Binance over alleged violations. And the crypto exchange said on Monday they plan to vigorously defend itself. While the summons filed Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia may be procedural, it's notable because of where it was delivered, an address for a seaside apartment block in Malta. Zhao's whereabouts and travels are the subject of frequent speculation, and the island country has in the past been described as the spiritual headquarters of the exchange, even though it's not authorized to operate there. Binance's main corporate entity is registered in the Cayman Islands. CZ again does reply to this because there was many tweets going on Twitter about this, but no, he does not have to appear in person. And CZ said, I was told this is just a part of the SEC compliant process, nothing new. Also, I won't have to appear in person. No need to FUD. And again, he wasn't calling this tweet FUD. He was talking about the general FUD that's out there saying, oh my God, CZ's going to jail. Holy sheesh. Listen, they didn't go after FTX. Gary Gensler had back spice meetings with SBF, but they didn't sue FTX. They didn't come after FTT for being a security. Isn't that a little weird? Where it really gets ironic is Gary Gensler, we know in 2018, he was saying he loved cryptocurrency. He loved Algorand, of all things. He said that in the U.S. and many other jurisdictions in his 2018 class for MIT, said 3/4 of the market are not ICOs and not what would be called securities. Considering other jurisdictions, and including the U.S., that use something similar to the Howey test, 3/4 of the market is non-securities. It's just a commodity, a cash crypto. All of a sudden, Gary Gensler joins the SEC, becomes the chairman, and becomes the anti-crypto monster. What did he want to do, though? A year after this quote was said in 2018, in 2019, turns out that Gary Gensler offered to serve as an advisor to Binance. Gary Gensler, he's in the midst of a heavy crackdown on crypto companies, but he offered to serve as an advisor to the Binance's parent company in 2019, according to the lawyers for Binance and founder CZ. Documents filed by the SEC on Wednesday indicate that attorneys from Gibson, Dunn, and Latham and Watkins, two of Binance's law firms, allege that Gensler offered to serve as an advisor to the crypto exchange in several March 2019 conversations that Binance executives had and Zhao, CZ. Eventually, Gary and Zhao met in Japan for lunch, and later that month, the filing claimed that, again, they met later that month in March 2019. Gensler was teaching at MIT, and he was appointed head of the SEC in 2021. So 2018, he was teaching MIT. 2019, he was still teaching at MIT. And by 2021, he was the chairman of the SEC. Before Gensler started going after Binance, he was trying to cozy up to the company. The Wall Street Journal previously reported on Gensler and Binance's relationship, signing internal Binance messages and a person close to the SEC chair. Both suggested that Binance approached Gensler. But again, the attorneys for Binance say that Zhao continued to stay in touch with Gensler after the March meeting. And at the future SEC chair's request, CZ sat down for an interview with Gensler as part of the cryptocurrency course he was teaching at MIT. The SEC on Tuesday described CZ, who reportedly resides in the UAE, as a foreign national with a tendency for geographic elusiveness. Zhao's lawyers now say that Zhao understood that Gensler was comfortable serving as an informal advisor. So again, he wanted to be a part of Binance, Gensler. Later in 2019, Gensler was slated to testify before the House Financial Services Committee, and he sent CZ a copy of his intended testimony before the hearing. Get this. So Gary Gensler was sending CZ Binance insider information in 2019. In July later that year, Gensler testified before the House over Facebook's proposed and later canceled cryptocurrency Libra and its planned Calibra wallet. He said, I do not advise any financial tech, blockchain, or companies, nor do I own any crypto. Gensler's prepared testimony read, even though he wanted to advise for Binance, or at least be an informal advisor. His advice to lawmakers at the time was largely the same as his public statements today. He said that with Facebook's envisioning a wallet to store customer assets, rules needed to be in place to guard against Calibra's use or potential abuse of such customer funds. He also testified more broadly in language that resembles his latest pronouncements. He said we must guard against illicit activities such as tax evasion, money laundering, terrorist financing, and avoiding sanctions. We must protect individuals' privacy. Because of Gensler's ties to CZ, Binance's lawyer said they asked for his recusal of any actions regarding the company. They say that they got no acknowledgement from SEC staff. Crazy how that ended up happening. Irony. And fate loves irony. Did Gary think this was going to come out? So Gary Gensler filed with the SEC 13 charges against CZ Binance, saying that the company failed to register as an exchange and broker-dealer, improperly commingled funds, and lacked critical internal controls over its business. But before Gensler went on this rampage with Binance, in 2018, he talked at MIT and 2019, saying that 3/4 of the crypto asset sphere are just commodities, cash crypto. In 2019, he met with CZ Binance for over a month in talks about his MIT course and, of course, about being a potential advisor for Binance. He said, oh, you know what? Maybe I could just be an informal advisor. When sent to go talk to the House Financial Services Committee later in 2019, he sent CZ Binance a copy of what he was going to talk about. And within that text, he said that he does not advise any financial technology, blockchain, or other companies, and that he doesn't own cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, he was already in talks with CZ Binance. What the aim for Binance is now is to have Gensler drop all of the charges because of his relationship that he had in the past with CZ. This is ironic, and this just goes to show how we just really don't see the full story until maybe it gets to a point where it's just too late. Obviously, Binance did not want to bring this out. They didn't want to just throw this out there, but I think they had to, considering Gensler's trying to shut them down. Again, I'm a big proponent of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and freedom. And this just proves that we need more transparency in every single part of our TradFi ecosystem. Even more because we didn't know that Gensler was meeting with SBF until it was too late. We didn't know Gensler was trying to talk to Binance until now. We need people that are transparent. We need people that are truly there for what they say they are there for. Gary Gensler loved crypto. He loved Algorand of all things in 2018, 2019, and now he's coming after everybody. There was a switch here. Again, Bitcoin. Make sure you have money that belongs to you because, again, this is all a cover-up for the financial system falling apart. The banks are still not doing well. The banking crisis is still here. You need to be wary. Be your own bank. Be your own bank. Sheesh, I just went on a rant. Craziness. Are you guys enjoying the show so far? Are you guys feeling zesty? Are you guys feeling like you are loved? You guys better. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, sharing the stream out with friends. We need 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We have 72 likes. We are almost there. Elizabeth Warren is continuing to come after Binance as well. This is actually really funny. Ready. U.S. senators tell DOJ to investigate Binance for potentially lying to lawmakers. Crypto exchange Binance may have lied to lawmakers about its business practices and must be investigated by the Department of Justice, citing a letter from two Senate Democrats. Senators Elizabeth Warren, who's running her anti-crypto army, and Chris Van Hollen, in their letter to U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, alleged that the crypto exchange may have made false statements, including whether its affiliate Binance.us was indeed a separate entity as Binance had claimed. On Monday, the SEC filed a lawsuit against CZ Binance for the sale of unregistered securities, and the lawmakers said, quote, "This is a serious matter. A serious matter." In March, Warren and Holland called the crypto exchange a hotbed of illegal activity in a letter to CZ and Binance US requesting information on the entity's financial and anti-money laundering measures. Quote, "While Mr. Zhao has claimed that Binance US is a fully independent entity, in reality, he controls the money as a de facto subsidiary of Binance," the letter from March said. Be your own bank. This is fun. I'm over it. Peace. 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 Where are you guys going? Smash these likes. Big Dog is here. Matthew K. We got Dave Digital out here. K9MM MTC rants are the best. I appreciate that. I appreciate your love. I love these 100 emojis. They look absolutely great in a chat. Andrew, what's up? Oh, sheesh. Yeah, GT. There are articles about Binance courting Gary in March of this year. Now today it's Gary wanting to work with them. Which one is it? It seems like Gary wanted to work for them first. Yeah. Or at least advise for them, but then I guess it just didn't work out. But I think that's what seems to be happening. Sheesh, look who's talking, the nerves of the folks. She did say peace. I'm not leaving. I'm still here. Because the EU, like I can't even with the EU. But you know what? It is what it is. Smash these likes so I could go into this story, guys. We need 80 likes. Can I see 80 likes? Can I see 2 more people hit these likes before I go into the next story? Friends, we need 2 more likes. We need 2 more likes. What is happening? Where are you guys? All right. Well, imagine I just sit here for 1 more like. I need 1 more like so I could continue. I need 1 more like. Patrick Murphy, I have an AI picture paint a picture of Elizabeth Warren and Mr. Steal Your Girl Gensler. Oh wow, that's really scary. I'm scared. Ooh, we just jumped up to 86 likes, as we should. Let's get to 100. I'm waiting. 14 more. The EU, they freaking hate crypto. They're working on the digital euro for years. The Bank of Japan, my friends, has been working with them. If you take a look to boj.or.jp, there's an approach to CBDCs. And if you scroll all the way down, you see 2017 Project Stella, the European Central Bank and the Bank of Japan. We're working on distributed ledger technology. Oh, how crazy is that? Well, now the EU is starting to work on the digital euro. It might be out in October. And now they're targeting crypto ads on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. On June 8th, the European Consumer Organization, the BEUC, an umbrella for 46 independent consumer organizations from 32 countries, again, another coordinated global attack against crypto, published a report titled Hyper Harm, the Great Social Media Crypto Con. In a 20-page document, the group states that consumers are not fully aware of the risks associated with crypto. Why don't you tell them about the risk associated with investing in bank stocks that literally went to zero? The report draws examples from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, calling them key players in crypto advertising. In the case of Facebook, it notes that crypto advertisement skirts the rules, forbidding the promotion of non-licensed financial platforms. The announcement said, quote, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and YouTube are responsible for allowing misleading advertisements of crypto to multiply through ads and influencers. This is an unfair commercial practice, exposing consumers to serious harm, loss of significant amount of money. Then why can people go and get ads for sports betting? Isn't that a risk? Why don't you tell everyone the risk with that? Oh, wait, because you can get your cut with sports betting. That's why it's allowed. But you can't get your cut with crypto because it's actually decentralized and we don't need you. Concerning Twitter, report nods at Elon Musk because of his move for Doge and using Dogecoin as the Twitter logo for a little while. The BEUC also mentioned so-called finfluencers as an important source of information for the younger audience. Despite the efforts of national regulators to combat misleading promotion, the problem still lacks a complex approach. Now, there was a quote, the problem continues to be addressed at a national level. Mainly, while it will require a common approach by the CPC network collectively on the basis of the UCPD and targeting the platforms for the used promotion of crypto assets and related services. And that is the Consumer Protection Corporation Network. Again, this is just a centralized entity of unelected bureaucrats in the EU, just another collection of people that are making rules for you. All of these people, did we elect Gary Gensler? No. Did these people in the EU elect all these people that are making these rules? The European Consumer Organization? How? I don't understand how we need to be protected. I don't understand why I go and see sports because I have some mills in the house. They put on sports on the TV, and these shills online for ads and sports betting on TV shows is so much worse than anything I have seen on crypto Twitter. Downright. Why are we protected from all of these gambling sites? That's what I want to know. Because I go and watch TV, and all these sports people, they're at their desk and they're like, what's your pick for this? What's your pick for that? And they're all about segments for betting. How is that allowed? Oh, if you bet $150 and you get another $100 as a reward from this platform. How is that not financial advice? How come people could take out loans or bet their entire life savings on a basketball game, but they can't even go buy crypto because that's not secure, because that's too volatile? You could lose your life savings overnight in 10 minutes with gambling. But you buying a token to play a video game online is bad? And you should be in jail for that? And be in trouble for that? And shut down businesses and stop innovation over that? Oh, well, excuse me. I'm just a crypto pleb. These ads for betting, you could lose your whole life on sports gambling. But crypto is bad. All these TV shows are about gambling, and that's bad. It just tells you guys how much crypto is going to explode. Because it's sports betting, which was illegal. If you were sports betting even 10 years ago, it was a huge problem. And now it's all over TV because they figured out how to get their cut. And you know what? They can't stop crypto, just like they couldn't stop people from betting on sports. So they had to just embrace it at one point. The same thing is going to happen with crypto, where crypto is going to get too big. Too many people are going to want to use it. So they're going to have crypto ads all over the TV, and they're going to have people sign up for things with blockchain. And you know what? There will be some centralized companies that are going to obviously be there to onboard. But there's going to be a lot of crypto ads everywhere. They're going to be talking about crypto everywhere because, again, gambling was not allowed 10 years ago. And now they're hating on crypto now like they kind of were with that in terms of social advertising and ease of use. So again, that should make you bullish on crypto, that they're trying to take down these ads. Meanwhile, they're boosting gambling, which is the most degenerate thing ever. Ridiculous. And they won't even list Pepe on centralized exchanges, but you could lose your whole life betting on a freaking basketball game. Okay, bro. Okay. My gosh. Hold on, I need to turn on the fan. What is going on? Oh, perfect timing.
MTC for president. 100 cookie.
Yay! K9MM, thank you for your $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, like listen, if that's what the people want, then I shall step up. Actually, you know, being a president's a really hard job, you know. No one's gonna agree with you. We need 9 more likes for 100 likes. My heart will be broken. Don't break my heart, guys. Do not break my heart. Smash these likes. Betting on Super Bowl coin toss. Oh my gosh. You can actually do that, dude? Oh my gosh, no. The people want Emma for president. So then elect her. Imagine Emma I can't even say what she would say. Because it's a family friendly show. We got Geronimo, Olive, what's up? Nice to see ya. Bacon, eggs, and hash, I'm spot on with that one. Are you talking about the gambling? Because that gets me so upset. Because they come after crypto influencers for, like, you know what, like, even, like, all these celebrities, like Tom Brady, Shaquille O'Neal, they literally sued these people for talking about FTX, which it was just a platform that they were talking about. And they couldn't have known that it was going to go down. Meanwhile, they're sending them all these notices and sending them to court. What? They had nothing to do with it. Oh, but every celebrity can, and all these TV shows can talk about sports gambling. Yeah, here's our sports gambling segment. What do you think we should bet on? What do you think we should bet on? What do you think we should bet on? And that's okay. Meanwhile, a crypto influencer just saying like, hey, go check out this wallet, or go check out this exchange, or go check out this project. Oh, no. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that because you're talking about an unregistered this. You're giving financial advice. What about you going and telling people to go check out this betting platform and going to gamble on it? But that's allowed. Oh, whoa, that's allowed. That's allowed. I didn't know that. Oh. I don't know. There's a double standard here. Because it's almost a guaranteed loss when you're gambling. Almost guaranteed. People win. Almost a guaranteed loss. And then there's no notice about that from the SEC. There's no protection about that. Oh, hey, just a little disclosure at the end. If you have a problem, call this number. But then what about the bank stocks that literally are going to zero? First Republic went to zero. Went from something to absolutely nothing. And then you have these other bank stocks where you have studies coming out. Over 722 banks lost over 50% of their capital in only the first quarter of this year. We're now halfway through the years without these numbers being updated. All these people are pulling their money out of the banks. These bank stocks are down 80, 90%. Where's the SEC investors alert for that? Why aren't they protecting? There is no protection. You have to protect yourself. And this should make you so bullish on crypto that it's not even freaking funny. Because these bank stocks, all these assets you thought were safe aren't safe. Gambling that wasn't even allowed, sports gambling that wasn't even allowed 10 years ago, is all over the TV giving you all the financial advice in the world. But then they hold back crypto because it's the last push until they can't anymore. And you know they can't hold back crypto anymore because it's decentralized and because the money printer is about to go burr. It's about to go burr. Be prepared. Be your own bank. Take your crypto off of the exchanges. Have money that belongs to you because at the end of the day, the only person that will watch out for you and make it for you is you. A you, and a you, and a you, and a you, and a you. Be prepared. Be prepared. I need 2 more likes right now. I need 2 more likes to get 100 likes right now. Oh, right now. I don't see the numbers going up, guys. I need the number to go up. I need the number to go up. We have 99 likes. Where's the 100? Who's going to be number 100? TS Lawyer Gaming, was it you? We hit 100 likes. Let's go. Javier, you like when I point my finger? Here you go. This is for you. I'm pointing right at you, bro. Right at you. You too. Looking right at you. Right at you. All of you. All of you. I'm on one today, Olive? Yes. I am. I think it's the Canadian smoke that hit New York City that really hit the lungs. I think it infected me with hype. I'm done with the games. I'm being my own bank, and I am not worrying about the bank runs. I'm not worrying about inflation. I'm not worrying about all of the other things that they are trying to do to distract us, because this is all it is a distraction. If you hoggle your Bitcoin, if you take custody of your crypto, then you have absolutely nothing to worry about. I need a cookie. Like this video, subscribe. And stay zesty.